Hello, this is with Cookies56 and I'm doing another tutorial um, in my series how I do modding. This is episode 4, I think, or 4 or 5. Yeah, I don't remember. Um, in this episode we're going to update to Minecraft version 1.6.4, and along with that we're going to do proxies and rendering the 3D model as an item. So yeah, let's get started. So first we're gonna update. So just go into, or I got download the newest version of Minecraft Forge for 1.6.4. So I've got it here. As of now, it's 942, and just gonna. Well, before I do this, actually, got to make sure you back up the Eclipse folder. I'll just put it here. Because if you don't, it will remove. It will get the clean Eclipse workspace, and you'll have to set up everything again, which I'm sure you don't want to do. So that just do it. Come on. Okay. Next, wanna just drag this in. And just merge the folder, copy it, we'll move and replace everything. Yes, there we go. Now that's done, just run the install.cmd again. And just type in yes when it gets to here. And it will do that, and when it's done, I will be back. Okay, it's done. So let's just close that. And close that. And I actually don't think you need to back up the Eclipse folder, so oh well, just leave it there, just in case. So now I will open Eclipse. That should be the right one. Didn't actually check. Yeah, okay. So first thing we will do is register the proxies, which we shouldn't be doing here. Should be doing it here. So do at sided, not side proxy, sided proxy, and in brackets client side equals, and here, well, first I will put the server side equals as well, but actually you don't need that, do you? Yeah. So import this if it's actually gonna do it. There we go. So import that. So basically, what this is saying where the proxies are. So we're gonna have it in, oh, where's that? Oh yeah, I need to. Okay, well, fix that quickly. Just need to go in the Java build path, and then, in fact, I'm going to go. If we go cancel, go back in here, and then go in the jars, libraries, .jar. Oh, wait, actually no. I will delete all of these, and then search .jar again, and just get all of these. It's because they've got like a, I think the launcher wrapper updated or something. Because there's like 1.8 now. So yeah. If we now go into the build path and add external jar, well, let's just remove all of these. Add external jar. We'll just add all those. Hopefully that will fix it, which it did. Okay. That's good. So the proxy will be, well, I'm going to put it in here. So it will be, we have cookies 56 dot tut dot core dot proxies, and then dot client proxy. That would be the proxy class name. Then the same thing. This can be anywhere, you just need to make sure you get everything right. So if you make a mistake, then it will not work. And that should be all. Why is it disallowed? What? So I'm pretty sure you don't put it here. No. It's here. No, why? Well, no. You want to do public static and then common proxy, and you get an error on that. That'll be probably what this is. So let's create the proxy classes. So client proxy and common proxy. So the common proxy we will have public void register renders, and that just needs to be empty. Then the client proxy needs to extend common proxy, and then we just need to do @override, and then public void register renders. And why? Oh, register render. There we go. Okay. So in here we're going to register the renders. Well, as it says, gonna do the models in here, but we'll do that later. But for now, that's everything for the proxy, and just need to import common proxy. And then in it, I'll do proxy dot register. There we go. Yeah, so just do that. And I just noticed there's errors. Yeah, it's weird what you need to import on this blackboard. It's probably, I know what it is, I think. If we find the launcher wrapper, remove that one. There we go. Although there's still... What? Okay, that fixed up everything, it looks like. Okay, so next we need to get our model into Eclipse. So I've got my Oblivion model here opened up. I just want to go export as Java. And I'll change that to model oblivion.java. And then want to go into the common folder, and we'll make a, I think we'll make a new, in fact I'll do that in Eclipse. If we make a new package, and we'll call it just models. In fact we'll do dot client dot models. There we go. And while I'm at it, let's make a new package and call it renders. So now I will export it as Java, go back in here and put it in the models bit. So model oblivion done. Don't need Techni open any. Actually, I might as well get the texture. If I do have it, but I'm not sure where. Probably here. Let's see. No, I'll just get it from my mod. Textures, here it is. Oblivion.png. So make sure you got the texture map. And I'm gonna put that in here. And the folder name can be called anything you like. The one I called it entities, but we'll call this one models. So now we can just close Techni, don't need it anymore. And you see that if this doesn't appear when you put it in, just refresh it. But you'll see it has errors. That's because we need to import stuff and change some stuff. So we'll just remove this stuff, and then we'll do Control A, Control I to indent it properly. I think that did it. Didn't really make much of a difference, but want to change the package declaration, and that will just do it for you. And you want to import that, and then import that, and then import the net.minecraft.entity one, not any of the others. It's the one you want. And then here we want to add an entity int, and then int, and then here we want entity, and that should fix up everything. There is sometimes you can get a null pointer exception from the model, and the best way to do it is just look where it's saying the null pointer is and delete that line of code. It'll be like here, and it'll most likely fix it, so keep that in mind. I do have a model that did that, but I don't remember what it was, so I can't show you that. But once we've got this model done, we can go close that now. Now, before we go and render it, we're first going to go in the item oblivion and do this dot set for. I'll just put dot and then set full 3D. Make sure you got that, or it won't work. You can also, if you want to, if you don't want to set it in there. Can you please? Oh. I'm so used to my class being huge that I didn't notice. Anyway, if you want to set the full 3D, you can set it here instead if you want, but I'm just going to do it in there. Doesn't matter, you can do it there or there. Same with the creative tabs and all that. So, next we'll do the proxy part before we even make the render thing. So we want to do Minecraft Forge client dot register item renderer, and then added items dot oblivion. Then make sure you do the dot item ID. It's got to be that. If you don't, it won't work. And then new item render. I'll do item renderer. And then oblivion. If I can spell it right. So we'll get an error on that because that class does not exist yet. We'll create that now. So, okay, I'll just do it manually then. Create class. So item renderer oblivion. There we go, and still persists. Oh, I know why. Need to put that. And then we want to import that, and it's going to say blah 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 blah. Don't worry, we haven't put anything in here, that's why. So in here we want to first of all implement item renderer. Import that and add unimplemented methods. We'll just do that. Then, because this is rendering and it's client side stuff, we'll do a side only side dot client above everything, so the entire thing is. Then import all of that. If it will actually, I'll just Control Shift O. So next we want to make a variable for the model, so protected model oblivion, so that'll be the name of your model. Then we'll just do model and semicolon, then import it, then do a public item renderer oblivion, and then inside there we'll do model equals new model oblivion. So now we got that done. In the handle render type, we want to do a switch and then type, and then inside this we want to do case. Okay, automatically do that then. Equip, if I can spell it, equipped, and then colon return true, and then case equipped underscore first underscore person colon return true, then default return false. So that's the handle render type. Don't need to worry about that, so I'm just leave it like it is. Then we want to do another switch, and this is also going to be type, and then we'll do, actually it's going to just do that, just make sure, and then we'll do case equipped colon, and then in the curly brackets we will be doing quite a bit here. And we'll be using OpenGL stuff. So gl11.gl push matrix and import that. Yeah, well, there it is, lwjgl OpenGL. So yeah, we'll be using that. Now make sure everything is in between this and this, which will be gl11 gl pop matrix. There it is. So everything is going to go in between here. If it doesn't, it won't work, so just make sure you do that. So we're going to do the, we're going to bind the texture, so we'll do Minecraft dot, and then get Minecraft dot render engine dot bind texture, and then in fact we'll do the texture thing. We'll do it up here. That'll be resource location. We'll just call it texture equals new resource. What am I doing? It's not a space there, is it? Location. And then in the brackets, let's import resource location. There we go. And then it's going to be reference dot mod ID, and then comma, You can just make this the mod ID, but we set it in reference so it's easier to do that instead of typing it. As yeah, if you change the mod ID, it will change on all of these. Anyway, next do the path, so it'll be textures, and then slash, and then the folder we made was called models, and then inside there the texture I have is called just oblivion.png. Make sure you put the file extension, don't forget that. You do not need a slash here, don't put one. Just don't. So once we got that, we can just put texture, which is a lot smaller, and because we're going to have to do this twice, it's easier just to have that. So basically, this model won't be positioned right in your hand. So you want to do things like gl11 dot what I'm doing, gl rotate f, and then you just, as you can see the parameters here, there's the angle x, y, and z. So you just experiment with that. I do actually have the right ones to make this model position right, but I'm not gonna put anything. If you want to actually move like the position, you just do .gl translate f. But I'll make it so you can see the parameters. There we go, just an x, y, and z, and both of those, well, all of the numbers are floats, so because it's an f. I think gl rotate d and translate d is for doubles. And there's another thing you can do is gl11 dot scale. Oh wait, gl scale f. And then this, you probably want all of them to be the same, so one would just be like the standard size, and if you do 0.8 it would make it smaller. If you want to make it bigger, you'd put all of them at the same number, so do that. I'll show you all the different things, like modifying them, but right now we won't do any of that. We'll literally just make it render in a weird way. So we want to do model dot render, there we go, and we want to do in brackets, if it, well, no, don't. We want to put entity as a cast, and then data, and then in square brackets 1, then 0.0 f, 0.0 f, 0.0 f, 0.0 f again, 0.0 f the last time, and 0.0625 f. So I just need to import entity, this one. There we go. Now I'm just gonna copy and paste this and put it below, and this will be case equipped first underscore person. So you'll want to make all these the same. I'll show you what happens if you don't, but just make sure everything in that is the same as that, or some funky things will happen. Then we just want to do a default : break. And that is everything, I think. If I set up the workspace properly, should run. Although, oh, there we go. It's very picky on stuff, so we'll just go in this world. Yes, whatever. So you can see, well, I am holding it very weirdly. I'm actually kind of surprised that it's in my hand, actually. I've made many models where it's just like floating above my head. But anyway, this is how my model would be by default. Now, obviously that's not brilliant. So, the best way, I mean, yeah, you can sit here like and make guesses, and you kind of have to anyway, but anyway. The best way to do this is to run the debug here, which is next to the running, but just run the client, and then the cool thing about debug is that you can do, so it looks like everything's normal, but if you change something here, so for example, if I do gl11 dot gl rotate f, and I'm going to put this to the angle that supposed to be 0 0.0, 0 0.0, and 1.0 f. So just basically, if you want to rotate something, just put 1 on the coordinate that you want to rotate it. Now, if I've changed this now, and it should. Oh, if I just copy and paste this into here and save them both, or save it, sorry, you can see it's moved now. And yeah, I'm going to scale this down, but you can see how huge it is. If it's tiny, then obviously you'd probably want to scale it up. I'm also going to turn down the sound. So this is what happens if you don't do it at the same. So I'll just comment this out and save. You can see there are two. I will fly just so you can definitely see that there are two. In first person, you can only see the one that's in first person, that one, but in third person you can see both. Now before I seem to be out. I don't actually know if you need to do the first person one anymore. I haven't actually tried it, but ever since 1.6, I've had to put the oh, I don't want to quit doing it, so I'm just debugging. Oh well. I'll just let that run. This equipped the second one I had before without it, but it wouldn't render right, so I don't know, you can try it without it, but this definitely works, as you can see, but obviously you want to make sure everything's the same on both. So I'm going to just copy and paste the stuff that I've got from my mod. There we go. So these are the things I used. So you can see I'm holding it like this, which is how I do in Kingdom Keys. And another thing, this still isn't a sword. It's just like an item stuff, which I do actually, I completely forgot about, which I will show you pretty much now. So you can, I'll show you what happens quickly if you make the scale. Let's just do 2.0. So not 2.8. I'll just copy and paste that to save some time. There we go, and go back into here. And oh my god, I've never actually tried this, but Jesus Christ, that is huge. Well, that looks hilarious. Well, that is one big sword. Or keyblade, as I should say. But no matter the size, the range is still the same. Like, extending the player reach is a bit weird, so yeah. So now we're going to make it a sword. I will quick so we don't need to debug anymore. So we go into the item oblivion and we want to extend item sword. And it's going to be like error. Well, kind of, not really, but it will. I want to add a new I think that's enum tool material, and then that'll be, we'll just do material, and then material, and import that. So now in here we need to put the tool material, and we could just put enum tool material dot, and then do one of these. But you know, that limits you to the stats of the vanilla ones. Emerald being diamond, and then the rest are pretty obvious what they are, but yeah, you could do that and that would just get diamond stats, but we're not going to do that. We're going to make a custom tool material. So we want to do well, first public static enum tool material, we'll call it oblivion material. There we go. And then we'll do here, we'll do it on the same line as this, why not? Just to give some space. So oblivion material equals enum helper dot add tool material, and you can see the different things. If you want to look at the vanilla ones of these, we'll first put the name. We'll just do strings dot oblivion because it doesn't really matter. But if we go into the enum tool, if you just hold down control and click enum tool material, you'll go to the class. So here we've got all the vanilla ones right here, and underneath you can see all the parameters there if you want to look at them here. But the first one's the harvest level, so you got 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 would be like getting obsidian and stuff. With the sword, it doesn't really matter. I normally just put it on 3, which we will do now. But the max uses for the, you can, if you want to make it infinite, like my keyblade, or my keyblades and kingdom keys, just make it -1, and that just makes it infinite. So, but if you don't want to, you know, make it anything you like, the default ones you can actually see here. You can see that wood is 59, stone is 131, iron is 250, diamond is 1561, and gold is 32. So there's the uses. with the vanilla stuff. But I'm just going to have -1 to show that it does actually have inf now. Then the efficiency, again, well, efficiency isn't that useful. It's more useful for like pickaxes and stuff, but pretty much for pickaxes it's almost the same as how I'm doing this, but not the same. But you can see that there's just enum tool material. It's not like enum sword material or something. This is the same for all. But we're gonna have I'll just have 6. And it has to be a float, I think. Yeah, float. Let me just check. Yeah, floats. So now I want to do the damage. So the damage is kind of weird with this. Like, it seems like 1 would be half a heart, but when you look at the tooltip, I think it says 4 more than what you set. So if you set 1, it will say +5, I think. I think that's what it was. But if we'll just set it as 10. And it will not say +10 attack damage, I can tell you that. But theoretically it should be 5 hearts of damage. Because 2 half hearts is a heart. So enchantability, this is just how high the enchantments can go. I just made it at 30 because gotta have some high enchantments. Oh. So now that is done. There is an error because I haven't set the tool material. We'll just do Oblivion material. And that is a sword done. This tutorial was pretty long. It was, oh my god, 42 minutes. Yeah, I'm glad I managed to do it this. Oh yeah, I forgot I made it this big. But you can see now I can block, which looks ridiculous, but we can block, and can't break blocks in creative. When we kill pigs in 1 hit, it's pretty strong. And you can see, yeah, see 4 more than it's set, so +14 attack damage. So yeah, that's. If we go into, I can't believe I just did that. Go into survival and see it is not losing durability. If you put it at 0, I assume it would just break instantly. But if we, use this forever, it will never break. So that's how you do it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope this helped you. So, see you in the next tutorial.